everyone, it's Michelle and I am here today with a tutorial. You asked for it, you got it. Today's tutorial is going to be about bleaching design. I did a pair of shorts on the blog and everyone was inquiring about those shorts and making statements like, oh, it looks so hard, or it must take a lot of time. And I want to say that's not true. Okay, I think with the bleach design, the biggest issue would be if you're not artistically inclined. Figuring out what it is that you want to make in your design will be your biggest challenge. And I got a solution to that, because if you're not artistically inclined, what you can do is you can get plates, you can get cups, you can get anything that's a shape that you can go around and use, like the dot method is what I did on those shorts. And you could use any of those things that will help you out with the design, and just let your imagination go wild. Today's design that I'm going to do is going to be on the back of the denim jacket. I got a really inexpensive denim jacket. I paid $17 for this jacket because I didn't want to spend a lot of money. Number one is because if this design doesn't work out, then I'm not really lost out of a lot of money. And also, I'm gonna start in the middle, and if it gets messed up, I'm gonna throw some fabric in that middle section, and we're gonna call it a day. But I don't think that's gonna happen. So what I'm gonna use is I'm gonna use an elephant pattern piece. And all I did was I went online, picked out an elephant clip art that I liked. So I'm going to use this one in the middle of my, in the middle of the jacket. And basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to trace this with my bleach with some dots to get the outline of the elephant. And I may go in here and color in some bleach to bleach the whole thing out, certain parts of it. So that's going to be a little intricate, but it's not something that you have to do. Basically, I just want to show you what it is that you can possibly do. And on a smaller scale, if you're going to work with dots, you're going to be good. Okay? So what you'll need for this to do your bleach design is basically some bleach. I'm using shot glasses to put my bleach in. These are disposable throwaway shot glasses. I'm going to use that to put my bleach in. And then I am going to use Q-tips as well. Okay, this is an easy solution if you don't have anything. There are bleach pens out there. I haven't found any. I did find some online, but I was like, no, I'm just going to use my Q-tip. But in the future, I may buy some bleach pens. There's tutorials out there on how to make your own bleach pens. So if you want to get fancy like that, do your thing and make your bleach pen. But otherwise, Q-tips, a little cup, and some bleach is going to work out just fine. With the Q-tips, you can do fine lines. You can do big dots, small dots. So you can do a lot with this Q-tip. So that's what I'm going to be using today. And I'm going to get started with my my design. So I will be right back when I set everything up, because I'm going to put the camera down on the merchandise that I'm going to be working on, and then you're not going to see my beautiful face from that point on, but you'll see exactly what it is that I'm doing. All right, be right back. Heidi ho here. I'm back, and there's a change of plans. The elephant that I did was a little bit more intricate, so I did go ahead and finish that jacket. I will show you what the jacket looks like, but I wanted to do a bleach design on a piece of denim so that you can see the full effect of what it is I'm going to do. So I am going to use this plate, simple. I'm going to use this roll of tape, and I'm going to use one of the cups that I had for my bleach as my circle shapes, because I am going to use a circle design for this project. Okay, my piece of denim is 13 by 18 because I'm going to make a cosmetic bag, a square cosmetic bag. I'm going to do another tutorial on that. So I figured, why not do some denim and make that a little bit more interesting by adding that bleach design to it. And in the process, I can show you how to do the bleach design. Okay. So you're gonna need something. I'm using a cutting mat. I did use this for my jacket as well. It was one piece of fabric that I had to open up and put on the mat, and I was able to utilize this. This is one piece of fabric, so it's not going to be, you know, it's not going to do any damage to this mat. I'm just going to wipe my mat down when I'm done. But if you are using something like, if you're doing this design on a pair of jeans, let's say, you are going to need something to go in between the layers so that it doesn't go to the other side. Okay? So just be mindful of that. And again, I'm going to do another tutorial. I'm not sure if it's going to be a video tutorial or a picture tutorial in reference to how to make a square cosmetic bag. Super, super easy. So you want to get on that one too. So now, I have my bleach in my little cup. I have my Q-tip that I'm going to use. And I'm going to start with my plate. And I'm not going to use it in the center. I like to make things off center. Makes it more interesting. Let me start. No, let me close up, and I'm gonna have to move this around so that you can see. All right, so I'm gonna make it go off the denim off to the side a little bit, make it more interesting. I'm gonna make sure I get a decent amount of bleach on my Q-tip. And my Q-tip is, let me move this over a little bit, put this in here. You want to try not to splash your bleach as you're going along, but it can add character to your design. So no worries if you do. It's just going to add a little interest to your design. So I'm just going to follow the edge of the plate, and I'm going to make sure I get a decent amount of bleach on my Q-tip. And I'm just going to follow. The more bleach you have on here, and I did a couple of takes, so I'm not quite sure. The more bleach you have on here, the lighter your design will be. So you can play with putting different amounts of bleach so that some of your circles are darker than others, or some are light. So it gives your design a little bit more interest. Okay, so I'm going around, just following my plate. Going around. And it's okay if your dots are not exactly the same. On my denim jacket, I did them kind of randomly, so there's no uniformity to them. It's just big dots and little dots. That's pretty much all it is. All right, so I am going to move that. Now for you, it's going to be the waiting game, because you have to wait until this starts bleaching in order to see exactly what it is I did. So you will see that. So in the meantime, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put this, my tape in the middle of that, and I'm going to use that, and I'm going to do some bigger circles around my tape, my roll of tape. And I'm just making freehanding some circles. So they're not going to be identical. They're not going to be exactly the same. Make my design a little bit more interesting. Making sure I put a decent amount of bleach on there. The bigger they are, the more you see the bleach. It bleaches quicker because I'm putting more bleach on there. Alright, so there, I'm going to take that off, and I'm just going to go over those one more time, just because I want them to be lighter. And you can see them starting to appear, right? My little ones, not so much. And I did notice, and again, because I did so many takes on this, there is a difference in the denim when you're bleaching, if it's 100%, just 100% cotton versus denim with lycra. The denim with cotton seems to take bleed a little bit better. And I think I'm going to have to go back over my smaller ones because they're not bleeding that much. So they're there. I can see them. So I'm just going to go back over them. And there I start to see them coming up a little bit better. And so I only use the plate to give me my circle shape. Okay. I can only see some of them. I hope I'm not making new ones. Okay, and so you see them starting to appear, right? Alright, so now I'm going to put this in the middle, and I'm going to do small ones again and make sure I got enough bleach on it this time. Okay, still going. Okay, and there's my little circle. Okay, so I'm going to go in here and I'm going to make some really big circles because I haven't done really big ones. Well, yes I did. My denim jacket, I have some pretty big ones. So I'm going to make these really big, and I'm just freehanding. You can see that baby bleaching right away. It's magic. It's happening right before my eyes. One time I saw some bleach magic happening, but I was so mad. My sons were bringing in groceries that I had purchased, and this knucklehead is gonna put the bleach, a thing of bleach over his shoulder and carry it in like he was Geronimo and flipping across the floor. And the next thing I heard was boof. And guess what? Guess what happened all over my black carpet that was in my front room? You guessed it, the bleach busted. And that little sucker, he couldn't have been more innocent if his life depended on it. So there I was with a big bleach stain on my black carpet. needless to say. I did color it in with some dye, but it wasn't, it didn't look good, so we had to get new carpet. And guess what color I went to? No black. I went to white. Well, off-white. So this is coming out kind of cool. These kind of look tie-dye-ish. So I'm really happy with this. It's going to be a cute bag. I might have to, it looks like I'm going to have to go back over my little ones. They still aren't dying. It's probably this denim, but we gonna make it happen. It's gonna happen. So coming along. It's coming along. This one come right to the edge. Cool. Me likes, me likes, me likes. Right, they kind of look tie-dye-ish. Like, I'm not even going to go in and fill those out. I'm going to leave them like half how they are, because that's pretty cool looking. Now, my ones in the middle, they're not dyeing enough for me. So I'm going to just go back in there and put some more in there. I mean, I could see them and I can see a difference, but I want to see more of a difference. And I'm going to put one big one in the middle. I'm digging this. Digging this. So I think, alright, so I got my design there, and I think I'm going to use my plate down here. I'll turn this around, and I'm going to use my plate here, and do, I think I'm going to do big ones here. And you can do lines or whatever it is you want to do. I think the circles are fun, and I'm a perfectionist with my lines, so that would take me a minute, because I would be trying to do that and make sure I got everything just right. So I'm going to stick with circles right here on this project, and then maybe I'll do another project with some lines, because when I doodle, I do a whole bunch of line work, and just maybe I'll get the bleach pen for that. That'll be more successful. Alright. Just going along my edge of my plate. this over here to the end. My other denim didn't bleach like this. This is pretty cool. Alright, so take that off. And then again, I'm going to go in here with a different size. Just going to do little dots. Just go in. Make sure you got a decent amount on there. And as always, when you're done with your bleach products, you're gonna wash it just to get rid of the bleach that's on there. Just gonna do another row of little ones. And I'm going to do a little bit of a bigger one, but not as big as the other one. The first, not as big as this, just a little bit bigger. Coming along. We'll go back over those a little bit. This denim is a little stubborn unless you're making big ones, so it seems. Looks like you're golden with the big ones. It's going to fade fast. But the little ones being a little stubborn. But I hope you can see it. And I'm going to do a little, just a little outline. On this one. I did this on my jacket because I did a little drawing on the jacket, but go back over that line one more time. Just let it show up a little bit more. Alright, and then I'm just going to do a little circle. Alright guys, I'm back, and let me just move this out of the way for a minute, and let me show you the denim. And so this is the denim. This is one piece that I did. Hope you can see the detail. Ooh. And this is the other piece that I did. Alright, so they're not the same. It is for 2 bags. And this is, they turned out really cute. So I'm really happy with these, and the bags are going to be super cute. Stay tuned for that DIY because, like I said, it's going to be super simple and easy to do. Okay. Another ideal is that you can make great pillows out of this. That'd be really cute. You're just going to make squares, decorate them, and sew them together. Boom, pillows. Hello. So a lot of cute stuff you can do with that. Again, inspiration could be just Google some pictures, dots. tribal prints, whatever floats your boat, whatever, you know, sparks an interest, just get in there and play with it. I'm going to do some more detailed stuff when I get some type of pin that I can do a fine line with. Either the bleach pen or make my own, because there's lots of YouTube videos out there, lots of stuff on Google about how to make those different types of pins. So I'm definitely going to see myself doing that in my future. But again, feel free to use the Q-tip. Beginners, you know, you can work managers with it. All right, so here's the denim jacket that I made. The front, there's no matching, there's no rhyme or reason. I'm just going to tell you that now. So the front kind of looks like a circle of, you know, scrolling circle going in a circle. My dots, not uniform. I just went with it, did with it, you know, whatever happened. There was some little mishaps down here, but hey, it lends itself to the jacket. Honestly, I think that when you make a mistake, it makes it look, you know, that much better. All right, and you'll see my different shades of my dots. My bigger ones predominantly are the lighter bleach ones. So that's the front. And then this is my back. And there's my elephant in the front. He is a little abstract, and he has dots inside of him. We have dots all around him. I did some little line work to case the circle that's around him. And then I did some dot work up here on the top. So I'm super excited. I love this jacket. I love the way that it turned out. And I'm excited. You'll see this on my blog. Pictures. I'll have pictures on my blog, and I'll also have an outfit with it on my blog. So stay tuned for that. So I hope you've enjoyed this tutorial. She's leaning a little bit because she's on her last leg as for the height. So I'm going to hold her. But I hope you've enjoyed this tutorial. I hope to get more tutorials out to you. I need a videographer, like seriously, like to get this flowing the way that I want it to flow, the way that I know it can flow. But until then, this is what you get. I'm going to be doing more of them, hopefully. And I'll definitely always doing tutorials on my blog. So I know you guys are visual and you want to see tutorials, actual people doing the things that they're talking about versus just seeing in the steps in a picture. And I get that. I totally get it. It's easier for me to do pictures because photography is my thing. I'm always taking pictures, and if you haven't noticed, my blog is picture heavy, so that's just what I do. So I'm trying to build up my YouTube videos and get some more out there. And so if you haven't subscribed, subscribe. Tell a friend so they can tell a friend, and they can tell a friend, and they can tell a friend, and so on, so on, so on. You know how that goes. So follow, if you're not following me on YouTube, follow me on Instagram. Definitely check out my blog. I got stuff going on there all the time. I blog for a couple of other places too. I usually have that on my Instagram as well. But so I'm always sharing, always willing to look at whatever. If you do something that I've done, if you do one of my tutorials, please tag me with a picture, send me a picture. I'd love to see it. People are always doing stuff and I find out through the grapevine that, you know, someone did it. They'll tag me and let me know. So I'd appreciate that, and I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. I hope you try the bleaching of the denim. It's super easy. If you do, like I said, let me know. Tag me on Facebook. I'm on Instagram and on my blog. So hope you have a great evening, morning, afternoon, whatever it is when you're viewing this video. And I'll be talking to you. Have a great one.